Hi, and welcome to In Motion with Kristyna. Today's 20-minute class focuses on building lower body strength and improving mobility, and it's part of our January beginner series. If you're new to Pilates, this is a great place to start. You'll move through exercises inspired by classical ballet and Reformer Pilates. Grab your mat, and I'll meet you in a standing position. Open your legs from the hips, genie arms. Lift your heels off the mat and bend your legs. Lengthen and lower. Keep your heels nicely lifted. Zip together and lengthen. Open your knees to the side. Scooping the belly in and breathe in. As you're going down, tuck your tailbone down. Imagine there is a wall behind you. So avoid any hinging forward or backwards. Nicely lower down and lengthen. This is your plie and classical ballet. And pulses. Small pulses. Down, 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 keeping your heels together, genie arms, shoulders away from ears, and pulsing. We've got a few more, and then inside and back, in and back, nicely working with your hips, scooping the belly in, keeping your heels together. You're nearly there. I know this is a combo, but we are warming up our legs and strengthening them. And small pulses, down, 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 down. Few more like this, and lengthen and lower down. Now we're going to lift your heels off the mat and lower down. Inhale and exhale. This is your releve and lower. Make sure that you nicely lifting your glutes all the way up, and as you're lowering down with resistance, like you want to stay up there. And last one, lower down. Come to parallel position, legs hip distance apart, and we squat and lengthen. Lower and lengthen, scooping the belly in nicely, hinging the back, keeping the back nice and long, like a train track, like you want to send a train from top of your head all the way down. It wouldn't crash. Keep breathing and lengthen, down and lengthen. And if you know me, you know me. Pulses are coming down, down, down. I know it's becoming very juicy for your legs and your glutes, but trust me, you are getting stronger. Just keep breathing. Come to your second position, so nicely open, and we go into plie and lengthen. Take your arms to the side and lengthen. Down and lengthen, and the same principle, tucking the tailbone down, keeping your spine nice and long. Imagine there is a wall behind you. You're sliding down and up. Keep breathing and pulses down, 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 down. Breathe. I know it's too much, but you've got this. Few more like this and lengthen. Beautiful. Shake, shake, shake. Come to parallel position. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, not the head, and a vertebra at the time, rolling all the way down, softening your knees. Inhale, exhale, tuck the tailbone, scoop the belly in and rolling back. Inhale, growing tall. Exhale, not the head, and vertebra at the time, rolling down. Inhale, exhale, keep breathing. And last one, inhale, growing even taller. Exhale, not the head, rolling all the way down, softening your knees and drawing your sitting bone down towards the mat. Scooch a little bit forward onto the mat, grab your inner thighs and lower down with control on the mat. Legs are hip distance apart, and gently press your feet down towards the mat. Scoop the belly in. Inhale to knot. Exhale to curl up. Inhale and exhale, lower down. This is your up rep. Inhale. Exhale to lift. Look at your knees, shoulders away from ears and lower. Inhale. Exhale to lift. Chest is wide open, shoulders away and lower. Inhale, exhale. Looking at your knees, scooping the belly in and lower down. Now we're going to lift your arms off the mat. Curl up and lift. Long arms and lower down. And one last one. Inhale, exhale, like you want to reach something opposite to you and lower down. Inhale, exhale, tuck the tailbone and start to peel the spine off the mat to your shoulder bridge. Inhale. And exhale, lower down, vertebra at the time. Beautiful for mobilizing your spine. Inhale, exhale, and lower down. Beautiful. And one last one. Come to your shoulder bridge and take your right leg to tabletop. Lower down, touching with the toe for a second, and back to tabletop. We've got 2, 3, 4, gently pressing the opposite hip all the way up towards the mat. Keep breathing. Few more. And now we're going to do small pulses. Lower, lower, lift, lower, lift. Really pushing both hips all the way up towards the ceiling. Keep breathing. The right leg is nicely in your tabletop. Last one. And lower down. Left leg. We lower down, touching with the toe for a second and back to tabletop. We've got 3. And 4, keep breathing, pushing the opposite hip all the way up towards the mat, looking all the way up, keeping your spine nice and long. And we're going to do small pulses, lower, lift, lower, lift. Keep breathing nicely, pushing your hips all the way up, getting stronger and stronger. You're nearly there. And place it down onto the mat and lower down with control. Bring your knees towards the chest and give yourself a nice hug. Now place your feet down towards the mat. Inhale, exhale. Tuck the tailbone and peel the spine off the mat. Take your right leg to tabletop, lengthen and with flex. Lower, point back to center, tabletop and lower down. Left leg. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, lower, exhale, back to center. Beautiful. And gently pressing always the opposite hip all the way up towards the ceiling. Keeping your leg nicely lengthened with point foot. Flexing. This is your shoulder bridge, classical Pilates exercise. Looking all the way up towards the ceiling, keeping your spine nice and long. We've got few more. Keep breathing and pressing opposite hip all the way up towards the ceiling. You don't want to sink down. You want to nicely strengthen both glutes. And we keep the leg lengthen and lower, lower, and back to center. Few more. Push the opposite hip all the way up towards the ceiling. Lengthen that leg. Back to tabletop and lower. Left leg. Tabletop and lengthen. Lower and back. Keep your foot nicely flexed. Lifting the right hip all the way up towards the ceiling. Keep breathing. And back to tabletop. Inhale and exhale. Lower down. Bring your knees towards the chest. You can wobble from one side to another. Come to your tabletop and hundreds. Curl up. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep pumping. Keep breathing. You can change your legs to your diagonal or keep it in the tabletop or keep those feet on the mat, but make sure that you breathe in and nicely pulsing. Small pulses like you splash in the water, being a kid. Few more like this. We're nearly there. 2 more and lower down. Well done. Bring your knees towards the chest. And when you're ready, rock and roll to seated position and come to your right side. Come to your forearm, elbow underneath your shoulders. Lift your upper back off the mat and bend your leg. So we go into open the top leg and lower. Open and lower. Scooping the belly in, keeping your hips nice and steady. These are your clams. As you're lowering your leg, think about your inner thighs like you squeeze in a thick air. Keep your knees off the mat and lift your feet and close. Open and close. And again, think about your hips, keeping them nicely straight. Few more. Keep breathing nicely, pushing the thick air. And we go into open the leg, bend and lower. Open, lengthen, down and lower. Few more like this. Nicely lengthening the leg, pointing the foot. Make sure that the hips are not moving. Scooping the belly in. And don't forget your upper body. Gently lift it off the mat. You don't want to sink down. Few more. Keep breathing like a ballerina. Nicely lengthening the leg and lower down. Come to lay down on your belly. Legs are hip distance apart. One hand on the top of the other. Inhale, exhale, lift the head and chest with your legs off the mat and start to beat. Beat, 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 beat. Scooping the belly in, nicely opening your elbows, opening your chest. And think about your inner thighs, lifting your legs off the mat from the hips and beating. Inhale there and exhale, lower down. Gently press yourself off the mat and let's come to the other side to practice our clams. So elbows is in the same line as your shoulder, gently pushing your upper body up. And we're going to lift the top leg and lower down. Inhale, exhale to squeeze the thick air. Think about the hips, they're not moving. Nicely keep them square, gently pushing towards me. Keep breathing, looking right in front of you. Inhale and exhale, keeping your knees off the mat and lift your feet. Now we open and close. Open and close. I know you can feel your hips. I know you can feel your glutes, but trust me, you are getting stronger here. We've got 4 more and lower. 3 more. Keep pushing. 2 more. And with the last one, we lengthen the leg back to the other foot and close. Open, lengthen, back and close. Keep breathing and gently pressing the upper body off the mat. Nicely lengthening and breathing. Shoulders away from ears and gently pushing the mat away from your body. We're nearly there. You can look at that leg. It's your leg and lower down. When you're ready, swing your legs and let's come to lay down on your belly and we'll do the same exercise. Like before, beating. Hands on the top of the other. Inhale, exhale to lift and start to beat. Beautifully beating. Keep breathing, nicely lifting your abdominals off the mat. Very important. So you're nicely protecting your lower back, shoulders away from ears, opening your elbows, beating. This is beautiful for your coordination. Inhale and exhale, lower down. Gently push yourself off the mat and come to lay down on your right side. Bend both legs and take the top leg, lengthen to 45 degrees and flex it. The top hip away from the body. Lift, point, flex and lower. Lift, point, flex and lower. Keep breathing. As you lower in your leg, think about the thick air pushing down towards the mat. So you're nicely engaging your inner thighs as well. And nicely articulate the foot. Not every single time and every day you have the chance to articulate the foot. Flex, nicely point, flex and lower. And now we're going to do small circles. Forward and back. Forward and back. Now here really push those hips forward so they're not sinking with the leg. And reverse. Back, forward, back, forward. The same thing. Nicely press into the standing leg, the bending leg on the mat. And last one. Now lengthen both legs, flex those feet. Lift the top leg at the bottom and lower down. Lift, zip together and lower. Nicely keep breathing. And as you zip in the leg, think about the inner thighs as well. Nicely zipping them together and lower down. Few more like this and then we go into add on and lower. One last one. And now we're going to develop it, lengthen and lower. So keeping your leg bended, lengthen and lower. Bend, length and lower. In classical ballet, we call it développé and lower down. Now envelope, so opposite. So we lengthen, bend and slide down. Few more like this. Nicely lengthen both legs. Keep breathing. And when you're ready, let's change to the other side. So come to the left side, bend both legs. The top leg is already nicely prepared. Flex the foot, top hip away from the body. And we go into lift, point, flex and lower. Lift, point, flex and lower. Keep breathing. Shoulders away from ears. And again, nicely articulating the foot. We've got a few more like this. 3 more. Lift, point, flex, lower. 2 more. Flex, lower. Last one. And we go into circles. So point the foot and forward, back, forward, back. Think about those hips. We've got 2 more. Pushing both hips forward and then we go into reverse. Back and forward. Back, forward. Scooping the belly in and keeping your hips nice and straight. Beautiful. Now we're going to lengthen both legs, flex both feet, and we lift, zip, and lower. Lift, zip, and lower. I do love the zip word for some reason. I think it's so great in this exercise. Make sure as you zip in, you're really engaging your inner thighs. Keep breathing, and we're going to développé and lower. Nicely développé, lengthen and lower down. As you're lowering down, think about the inner thighs as well. So nicely pushing the thick air down towards the mat and envelope, changing, reversing beautifully. Like a ballerina's. Let's do a few more and last one. Beautiful. And when you're ready, gently push yourself off the mat and come to 4-point kneeling position. Wrists under shoulders, knees underneath your knees. We're going to glide right arm on the mat, left leg and lift. Lower and lift. Lower, lift. Nicely scooping the belly in and keep your body in the center. So if you catch yourself leaning on one side or on the other, that's a big no-no. Find the center, scoop the belly in and lower down the other side. Left arm, right leg, lift, lower, lift. Few more like this. Nice pulses. Keep your arm and leg nicely lengthen, scooping the belly in, and the opposite elbow is mini, teeny, tiny, slightly bended. No tension in it. And lower down. Beautiful. Come to standing position. Take a towel or an old t-shirt, and we're going to practice an exercise inspired by Reformer Pilates. So take your arms to a genie position, and we're going to lower down and then catch the balance and back. Lower and lengthen. Inhale, lower, exhale, coming back. Find the balance. Stand on the right leg, the standing leg, and just inhale, lower, exhale, dragging the leg back. And you know me, we're going to add on any time. 2 more, lower and lengthen. One last one, stay there. Take your hands behind your head, curl up, and we in and back, in and back. 3, keep breathing. 4, 5, we've got 5 more, scooping the belly in. 4 more, 3, stay bended. 2, and last one. Beautiful. Now come to the other side. Left leg, shake those legs, zip your arms together, and we've got 10 of those. Lower and lengthen. Find the balance. 9 more. Keep breathing. 8 more. Scooping the belly in. Shoulders away from ears. We've got 6 more. You can do that. 5 more. Nicely lengthening the spine. 4 more. 3. Keep breathing. 2. I know it hurts. And last one. And now lower down, curl up, and together and away. Together and away. Together and away. 7 more. You've got this. 6 more. Keep breathing. 5 more. Find the balance. 4. I know it's burning, but you've got this. I think we've got 2 more. 2. And last one. Beautiful. Lengthen and give yourself a little shake. And we don't stop there. So place your left foot onto that towel and we go to the sideways. 2 and 3 and 4. Keep breathing. 5 and 6. Make sure the knee is going in the same direction as your toe. We've got a few more. Keep breathing and changing the side. So make sure that the knee is going in the same direction as your toe. Lower and away. Away and in. Away and in. Keep breathing. Keeping your balance on the right leg. Shoulders away from ears. Elbows are wide open. Just the legs and the core is working. Keep breathing. Well done. Now we're going to do rond de jambe. So take your left leg and we're going forward, side and back. forward, side, and back. These are like a half moon circles, but we call them in the classical ballet rond de jambe. So we going forward, side, and back. We've got 4 more like this. Shoulders away from ears, elbows are nice and wide open. 2 more, keep breathing. And one last one, the juicy one. Well done. And let's come to the other side. So place the right foot on the towel, lower down, and we going forward, side and back. Forward, side and back. You can keep your leg in parallel position the whole time. In the ballet, we usually open from the hips. We've got a few more. Keep breathing. I believe we've got 2 more. And last one. Beautiful. Now put the towel on the side and we are going to stretch. Come to parallel position, roll down, bend the left knee and take your right arm all the way up towards the ceiling, diagonally behind you. And we thread the needle. Keep breathing and changing the side. Left arm gliding all the way up diagonally, nicely opening the chest, opening your shoulder, threading the needle and coming to the other side. Keep breathing. This is beautiful, not only for your spinal rotation, but also to lengthen those glutes that we were working super, super hard. Keep breathing, lengthening and threading the needle. Beautiful. Lengthen both legs, grab your elbows and just hang. You can stay there as long as you want, but I'm going to thank you very much for today's class. Please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any future video with me and Pilates. Thank you. Bye.